As a student, I wish my education was more of a diverse system, just because I feel like academia is just a branch of education, and it's education is truly a multifaceted lens that we can look at. Because if we're thinking about being academically rich, it knows like you know how to study, you know how to make sure you get good grades. But as a student, I wished I was prepared more for the world. My mom talks about it all the time, how she took home ec and she learned how to cook meals, she learned how to sew a button, she learned how to file taxes and stuff like that. And so I feel like as a high school student specifically, that's an area that we for sure missed out on, like my generation, for not having that component in our education system. As a college student, I wish there was more of a push for internships during classes, like as you're taking educational classes, because now I'm outside, I already graduated, and I feel like having that work-life balance is now hard because we never experienced that. As a student academically in high school, I was not prepared for opportunity and purpose when it came to college, just because that was just like the area that we lacked in. I feel like as a student in college, I was challenged academically, but it wasn't until I got outside of the classroom that prepared me for life a whole lot more. So like being able to study abroad, and I was with a host family in Costa Rica. And so I spoke 100% English, they spoke 100% Spanish. So that was just like a barrier that I had to get over. But again, that's outside of the classroom. Being able to run a student body president at UT Austin, I learned how to run my own campaign. So from fundraising to marketing to doing interviews like this, from debates and stuff like that, I prepared myself. So now that I feel like now I'm in the workforce, I know how to communicate. I know how to get a major point across effectively, and just being a community advocate. So I feel like academically it got better in college, and outside of like the classroom, I was able to be a little like successful with the life opportunities and purpose. I feel like what needs to be improved at college lens is to, I don't know if this is possible, but like educate professors in the different types of views one can get a degree, like their students can get a degree in. Example, if somebody is taking is an acting major, I would love for like the professors and the departments to say, okay, this is what you can go to LA, you can go to New York, you can do this. And I want them to actually push the students to travel to those cities and learn, because I feel like they're getting academically sound. But when you are on Broadway, that's a whole different thing, a whole different ball game. But if you're able to in the summer, like actually push internships and you're interning on Broadway, then you will have a way better like approach to it than once you graduate. And I feel like also with college, I wish there was an improvement on how different type of students understand material. And I feel like this also goes with high school too, because if somebody is a visual learner, somebody who's a hands-on learner, and then somebody who just is completely opposite, they all learn material differently. So I feel like those are the big things that needs to be improved.